Namaste children. Today we are going to discuss work, energy and power lesson. In this lesson we are going to study about the what is my work, definition of work and types of work, and coming to energy, definition of energy, types of energy and conservation of energy. Later we are going to discuss about power definition, power units and kilowatt hour. This all we are going to discuss. Let's come into the lesson. What is in work? In general, every day we use this work. We use this word as a work. Some people will sit and do continuously 7 to 8 hours of job. We will say that he is doing hard work. Someone simply keep on writing the notes. We can say that he is also doing lots of work. Someone is going or lifting the objects and going from one place to another place. Also we will say the work. But actually, what is the work meaning? There is a scientific definition for the work also. Simply sitting and writing, and simply sitting and chanting and memorizing, that is not comes under to the work. Whenever a person is lifting or applying the force on any object so that the body is getting displaced from one place to the another place, at that time we can say the work is said to be done. Means, according to science, we have a definition for the work. The work is said to be done whenever a force is applied on a object if it is showing a displacement along the direction of the force. Then we can say the work is said to be done. If you look at here, if you take this is a body and applying the force of F, so that after some time by applying this force it is showing some displacement of S. In this situation, we can say that work is said to be done. Work is done. Here, I have many examples for where we can say that work is said to be done. Lifting a book from ground to upper direction means here we are applying the muscular force and we are lifting or displacing the body from ground to up. Pushing a bench by applying the force, we are displacing that. Like that, by applying any force, if the body is getting displaced from one point to another point, then the work is said to be done. We have formula for the work done also. Work done is equals to, or work is equals to force into displacement. Means the work depends upon the force and as well as the work depends upon the displacement. If any object is moving because of the force only, it will happen. We can say the work is said to be done. When we can say the work is said to be done? When the force and displacement both are there. If any one of these two terms, if the force is absent in that situation, then that is not called as a work. Because without force the body will not move. If displacement is not coming into action, means even though applying the force, the displacement is zero, then the work done is said to be not done here. Here, this work depends on these two we discussed. These are the two factors which will show the effect on the work. Means work is proportional to the force and work is proportional to displacement also. If it is more force you are showing, we can say that more work is said to be done. If the displacement is more, then also work is said to be more. Means the work depends on the two factors, that is force and displacement. the magnitude of the force will decide, and the direction of the displacement also will decide the how much of the work is said to be done here. Work done by the constant horizontal force. Now this is the derivation of the work done, how the work is said to be done, how can we represent the work formula, what are the units. For example, if a body which is placed on the table, by applying some force, the body is initially at A position. By applying some force, the body shows some displacement and reaches to the position B. How much of displacement? S is the displacement. Then here, according to work definition, by applying some force, if the body is showing the displacement, then it is said to be a work. So work is equals to force into displacement. Here, the force into displacement will give the work done. Work done is a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity. So W is equals to Fs. We have the units for the work also. The unit of the force is Newton. Unit of the displacement is meter. So that is work units. Or we have the units of the work SI unit is joule also. 1 joule is equals to 1 Newton 1 meter. Means what? If 1 Newton of the force is applying on any body, if it is showing the displacement of 1 meter, then the work done is said to be 1 joule. Like this. We have not only joules, we have CJ system also. In CJ system, we have the units for the work is erg. What is that? Erg. 1 erg is equals to 1 dyne into 1 centimeter. Means here we are taking the Newton. This is SI system. This is CJ system. Now 1 dyne means by applying the force of 1 dyne, if it is showing a displacement of 1 centimeter, then it is said to be 1 erg. We have a relation between the joule and erg here. 1 joule is equals to 1 Newton 1 meter, or we can write as Newton meter. Newton is having the force units, which is nothing but kg. Means F is equals to MA kg meter per second square, like that. Kg meter per second square into meter is nothing but meter only. Newton meter, Newton meter. So we can get a kg meter square by second square. If this kg is converting into, we need this joule into erg in the sense, this is SI system, we need CJ system. We need a CJ system. Means kg is converting into grams. Means we can write as 1000 grams. Meter can be written as 100 centimeter. But here meter square means 100 into 100 centimeter square by second square. So if you look at here, 1000 is 10 to the power of 3 grams, which is equals to 10 to the power of 4 centimeter square by second square. We can write as 10 to the power of 7 gram centimeter square by second square, which is equals to 1 joule. You know that is gram centimeter square by second square is nothing but erg is equals to 1 dyne into 1 centimeter. 1 dyne is nothing but CJ system of force. So we can write as gram centimeter per second square into centimeter. So gram centimeter square we get it as gram centimeter square by second square. So means erg is equals to gram centimeter per second square. Here also gram centimeter square per second square. So 10 to the power of 7 erg, which is equals to 1 joule. We are going to discuss about when the force is applying on the body obliquely, means which is making some angle with the horizontal. What will happen to the work done? See, let us see. Here a object of body is there. A boy is pulling this body. Then this will go along the horizontal direction. The force which is applying on this body, which is making some angle to the horizontal. But even though the body is moving by applying the oblique force, means the work is also applying in a horizontal direction also. What work is applying in a horizontal direction here? Means whenever a body is applying the force on the body, this force will be split into two components. One is vertical component, one is horizontal component. The horizontal component of the force is F cos theta. The vertical component of the force is F sin theta. Now, the body is going in along the horizontal direction S, and the force which is applying in the horizontal direction is F cos theta. Then the work done is equals to force into displacement, which is nothing but Fs cos theta. Here, the angle between the force and the horizontal will decide how much of the work is applied on it is. How much of the work is said to be done here. If this angle is less than 90 degrees, from 0 to less than 90 degrees, then it is said to be maximum work done or a positive work done. If this theta is 90, then it is 0 work done. If this theta is more than 90 or equal to 180, which is negative work done. In the next session, we will discuss this about the past types of the work. But here, how this work is said to be done when the force is applying obliquely on the body here. The force will be split into two components. The horizontal component and the displacement will be gives the work done. Now, types of work. There are three kinds of the works are there. First one is positive work done, zero work done, negative work done. Now we are going to study about the positive work done. As positive work, as we discussed, when the force acting on the body obliquely, I told that is from 0 to less than 90, the angle is there, then it is said to be positive work done. Means the work done formula is force work is equals to Fs cos theta. If this theta value is from less than or equal to 0 to less than 90 degrees, then the work done values will come in positive values. Means pushing a body in horizontal direction. Means the angle between the force and displacement will be 0. Riding a horse, pushing a table, like that. These all will come under to the positive work done. If the force and the displacement are said to be in same direction, then it is said to be positive work done. Also we can say. Now coming to the negative work done. Negative work. If the force and the displacement are in opposite direction, or the angle between the force and the displacement is more than 90 to equal to the 180, then it is negative work done. Means, look at here, negative work. Even though if you are applying the force, the body is going in different directions or going in opposite direction. For example, if this is the body, you are applying the force in this direction, but the body is going in this way. So what is happening here? The angle between the force and displacement is more than 90, right? So at this time, the work is said to be negative. If theta value is more than 90 or less than or equal to 180 degrees, then it is said to be negative work done. Where we can see this negative work done? Lifting an object into upward direction. Displacement is in upward direction, gravity is in downward direction. Applying the brakes. Brakes are in opposite direction, displacement will be in opposite direction. Like this, force in one direction, displacement in another direction. These all are called negative work done. And last one is zero work done. Zero work done. If any person is applying the force horizontal or vertically and this body is going in this direction, what will happen? The angle between them is 90 degrees. So W is equals to Fs cos 90 degrees means zero work done. Simply holding a object into upward direction. Here I am holding the body. So I am applying the force into upward direction but not moving anywhere. So the displacement is zero, work is said to be zero. Either anything, work is equals to force into displacement. Either if it is zero, the work done is zero. Either this is zero, the work done is zero. Either the angle between the force and displacement is 90 degrees, then also said to be zero work done. Simply, if I am pushing this board, is the board is moving? No. Here I am applying the perpendicular force. Angle between the force and displacement is 90 degrees. So the work is said to be zero here. Work done against gravity. When we are lifting the bodies into upward direction, in order to lift them, we need to apply the force. That force is almost equal to its weight. Right. When we are lifting upward direction, it will cover some height and we are doing the work against the gravity. Here we are doing the work is equals to force into displacement. If this force is nothing but equal to its weight, mg, and the displacement, the body which is going in the upward direction, that is the height. So W is equals to mgh in the case of when the bodies are lifting into upward direction or falling from the down. So this is about the work done against the gravity.